all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards. Networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Panthers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Dances away to buy time. On the run, deep down the right side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit reverberating across the field on this big... Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Turns it on down the left side.
And when you're on defense, and it's wet, and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it, there's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense, forcing it with the assist from the weather.
It's complete to the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that situation, the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Power ahead. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great. So, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Let's chat for just a moment about Pittsburgh. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams
intercepted for the 11th time. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
That's a great example of the defense there, tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The give to the back. Sweet cut there. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense and 4th downs coming up. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. And the Panthers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Find some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's loose. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Panthers! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. So many rivalries built on proximity, and Pitt and West Virginia have been squaring off in their backyard since 1895.
And it's just crazy to think about. A rivalry that goes that far back, so close to each other. It means so much for a year of bragging rights, Palmer.
Well, and the hate started in 1895, but every single year, every time these two teams play, you just see that on the field.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him. He can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Under fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Ward. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And the Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. Makes a move. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They want to run it left here. Across the 25. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Pitt! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Yeah, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella. Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. To the air, it's Holstein. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Wide open spaces. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. On 1st and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. A long way to go on 4th and goal. Wants to throw it. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. wants to throw on first down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box.
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to pass, it's Holstein. Looking deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. The Panthers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback. And
there he goes. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Pitt now operating in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, no backyard is safe when the Panthers and Mountaineers get together, and that's the case again today.
Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive with this. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap.
Turning it on! They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. And the returner will be dragged down. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They'll run it to the right side, fighting off the defender. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Quickly to the tight end. And he'll be brought down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Pitt right back to the line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Quickly complete, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Makes the grab. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the play fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Caught behind the line. It's Brown. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. On the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, Panthers. And the beatdown has ensued. Hail to Pitt as the Panthers extend their lead in the brawl.
And Pitt has completely seized momentum. Everything seems to be going their way, so West Virginia needs something to go right for them to slow this down.
They got to start throwing back. It's the backyard brawl. It's not. They got to do something about this and muck it up, dirty it up, make a play here in this second half to try to get back in this football game.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Here's a heat. That's reeled in. It's Peoples. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And they'll down this just inside the 35-yard line.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create...
Looking to take a shot. Caught at the 25. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Gets rid of it. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Caught close to the marker. It's Hicks. Touchdown, Panthers! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. It's Peoples. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the air, it's Dyer. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time They finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Fires into the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll down this one at about the 40. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job.
Going over the top. Wide open. He makes the catch. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Pitt. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Coleman.
He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They'll send out the kicker here. After making one field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one, a 40-yard try coming. Dead center perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you got to be way more aggressive.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Quick release by the QB. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Quick strike complete. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Might be calling a hot route. To throw, it's Holstein. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that, a little rub their nose in it.
The Panthers getting set on 1st and 10. He'll toss it. Got the first down and more. Oh, he's got some space. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And the Panthers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion, like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Coverage team down there to down the punt, and they'll spot it just inside the 45. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. He leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. To the air on 1st down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but just live in this moment and try to be great right here in the game.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. Back to throw. It's Holstein. Got it in the middle. It's long. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.